Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to all you sincere Akim throughout the four winds of the world, prophesying in this truth and all truth and sincerity. We want to do this lesson today entitled, How Bad Do You Want It?
Yep.
All right. And if we're going to go into how bad do you Jakes out there want the kingdom? All right. Because we're getting close and time is running out. So, it's time to haste in this truth and push this word with all your might, with all you got. When we're going to see in these times that we're coming into, as we get into Jacob's trouble, how bad do you Jakes want it? All right. Do you Jakes want to continue to live in Esau society and get gunned down by the police and eat abominable foods and just live in this deaf society? Or do you want the kingdom? You're going to fight for the kingdom, not physically, but spiritually, pushing out this word.
Come. And like the brother said, it says aim towards you, Jake. You could say it's an exhortation into the Akim that's in the faith to continue to fight. And it's also an exhortation or basically a push into the Akim that's out there on the highways and hedges or watching videos, the ones that's not necessarily in the fold yet. Because right now it's a bunch of things happening through the spirit. A bunch of countries are backing out the U.S. American dollar and putting their money towards the petro yuan. You got turmoil and racial tension inside the United States. You got Esau still polluting the earth. You got famine down in South America. You got the chip being pushed heavy. You got a bunch of things happening through the spirit right now. You got Russia and the Sarmat too. They boosting up their nuclear capabilities. It's really a bunch of things through the spirit happening right now. Famine of the word is about to hit soon. You got the YouTubers. I'm slacking, not the YouTubers, but you got YouTube and Esau monitoring our videos and changing thumbnails and not allowing us to upload videos. From personal experience, the 2 videos uploaded today, I had to keep trying to re-upload them just to put them on the YouTube, and I know a bunch of brothers is going through that. So it's a bunch of things happening through the spirit right now. And if you're on that fence, hey, you don't want to be on that fence when fire comes, because you're going to get burned on that fence. You want to be in the arms of the Heavenly Father. You want to be where safety is. And that's inside the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, inside the arms of it. You don't want to be on the outside. So with that, we can get inside the scripts, because this lesson is on how bad you want it. So we bringing out pre's on basically saying exactly that. You putting off the ways of the world in order to gain the righteousness, gain eternal life inside Yahweh Shai, and scriptures like that. So with that,
it's not
is that?
It's not Luke. That's something else.
What? Which one?
Luke.
Okay. Luke. What Yahweh Shai said? Luke. Come.
What's it, 3?
2, slightly 2.
2,
2 and 49. Slightly, bro.
This is Luke 2 and 48. And when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou thus dealt with us? Behold, thy father and I have sought thee sorrowing. And he said unto them,
Just to give a little context, Yahweh Shai's father and mother were looking for him, but Yahweh Shai was doing the work of his father. So that's basically what it's looking. That's basically what it's leading into.
And he said unto them, How is that ye sought me? Wist ye not that I must be about my father's business?
And it was a cut. He had to cut his own mom. He said, I'm about my father's business. He said, why are you looking for me? I'm basically doing the work of the Heavenly Father. I'm doing the work of my Father. Because that's what it... Go ahead, bro.
And Yahweh Shai was missing for several days. They didn't know where he was at. And he was in the temple learning and basically teaching the older men, the scribes and Pharisees. And he was, like the scriptures say, he was about his father's business. He knew what his purpose was when he came to the earth, when he walked the earth. All right. And you come into this truth and you're a prophet of the Lord, you know what your purpose is. You're supposed to be about your father's business. And that's just like Yahweh Shai was. All right. We know, Jay go through the world and want to know why they was put here for. If you in this truth and you able to receive this knowledge, you know why you were here, because you was a prophet before, and you are probably coming back now.
Yeah, because that's 1 Corinthians, I believe, 14. The spirit of the prophets is subject unto the prophets. You know, but it's about doing the will of the Heavenly Father.
Yep.
He said he's about his Father's business, same way we have to be. You know, how bad do you want it? Are you willing to cast off the things, cast off the worries, the cares of this world in order to fulfill the Heavenly Father, in order to store up your spiritual bank account, in order to leave this place?
Yeah.
You know? Because being about the Father's business is tending to the ministry. Because we rebuilding the spiritual temple right now, right? So we gotta build. We gotta put up lessons. You know, it's through the Spirit that Apostle Tara put that decree out there. We should be in the 3 videos a day mindset, you know?
Because that's going to build your spirit at the end of the day. Because you know, not necessarily forced to do the work. You want to do the work.
Yeah.
That's going to make you seek the knowledge and search for those precepts, all right? And fellowship with Akim just so you can get right in the spirit, you know? So, you know, three videos a day, a week should be nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing.
That's nothing, you know?
Brothers doing that in the day.
In the day.
You know? Because you got to remember, the scripture say, in wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is treasure. So all the videos you putting up, that's strengthening your spirit, you know? Just like as me and the brother was talking before the video, he was like, if you just was to hang around some niggas for an hour, you know, you don't even got to be into the conversation with them. But if you're around them, videos should pop up because they're going to be talking about BS.
Yep, they're going to be talking about nigga shit in the world, 2/3 shit. You know, like I was telling you, Jake was think that the U.S. dollar will never fall, and America's military is, you know, Jake. You know, you have a conversation with Jake. Jake is, you know, I hate to say it, but pro-American, man. They feel America will never fall. That's a video right there. You know, so you know, like you were saying, you got to see how bad you want it, man, because the times are coming into. The sheep will be separated from the goats. Yeah. All right, and you know, Lord willing, we the sheep.
Yeah. Same parables in the wheat and the tares. You know, this is the same thing. It's about making it. He that endureth unto the end. It's about tending to the ministry in order so you can get a seat of the 144,000. That's what it's about, and you got to do it by any means necessary. We got to go hard through demons. We gotta go hard through financial stress, physical stress, mental stress. Me and the brothers get tired. You know, we not superhumans. You know, we not superhumans. We get tired.
We don't got our powers yet, man. Lord willing, we the elect.
Yeah, brothers got work. Brothers got jobs. Brothers got school. Brothers got all different types of stuff. You know. Then they got the cares. That's why the script say basically giving on to the cares of this life. Because we're supposed to be tending to the ministry. He didn't leave us comfortless, you know. So everything that we go through, we revert back to the scripts. Out of our hardships, lessons come forth. You know. So you can grab the next pre. Because you got to be about your Father's business. So whatever is necessary in order to obtain salvation,
you got to be willing to do it, man. You got to be willing to give up all your worldly possessions, anything you obtain in this world, your family. You know, anything material, you got to be ready to give all that up for the Lord, man. Yeah. You all right?
So with that, we're going to go into Matthew 6:19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
Lay not your treasures on these earthly things that are going to perish. You know, everything that you see here in front of us, all right, it's gonna be burned up by thermonuclear missiles. All right, thermonuclear fire is gonna consume America and everything in it. All right, so don't store your treasures up here. You know, you can't stockpile. You know, save all this money when the dollar's gonna collapse. For what? All right, you know, you store your faith up, your treasures up in this truth, in the holy scriptures, man. All right.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
You know, thieves can't steal the spirit from you of Yahweh Yahushua from you. All right. They can't steal their wisdom, man. They can steal all this material possessions. All right. You ain't supposed to be worried about no riches and nothing in this truth anyway. Like the scripture says, give me
give me neither poverty nor riches.
No riches.
Yeah, bro.
Go ahead.
For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God, that's plain. It says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. That heart is talking about your mind, you know? Yep. So whatever your treasure is, which should, if you're a man in his word, your treasure should be salvation.
Yeah.
You know? And then you could add on the rest, spiritual powers, you know? But our main focus is to get the hell up out of here. Because we know the end results to America is a burned rubble. You know, is destruction. You know, you got nothing good coming to this place. Famine, pestilence, race riots.
Man. This place is circling the drain, and if you too blind to see it, you either a 2/3 or you know, you more than likely a 2/3, man. If you can't see this truth and you can't get this truth, you wasn't blessed with the Lord didn't open up your eyes to this truth. Because the times we're coming in every day, it's a lesson to do on World War III, the economic decline. You know, the instability of the whole White House and Trump and everything. Man, it's nothing good coming from America, you know, or from Esau in this society, anywhere in the world, man. It's getting worse and worse every day. You got every day it's a new Jake getting shot out there by the police. You got niggas marching for what? All right, and this just shows you it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. All right, and we know the end's coming, man, because we see the prophecies coming to pass. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Kana, you want to go to 24? Kana is 6 and 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Yea, cannot serve God or mammon. God and mammon. So like,
God, you can't serve your flesh and serve your how about Shem Yahushua. Yeah, we in the flesh, but we don't war against the flesh. All right.
So like we do. We
gonna say it.
I know. Yeah, we understand. We are the brothers in the know. Understand what you're saying. You know, we do war. We war against the spirit and the flesh do war against each other.
Yeah.
But even though we're in the flesh, we're not completely fulfilling the things of the flesh. You know, as who's that? He said, "Yea, the things of the flesh, yea, I do. That which I hate, that I do." So basically, we in the flesh. Yeah, we trying to tend to the things of the spirit. You know, we're not allowing the flesh to beat the spirit. That's what the brother's saying. Because you know, you have some scoffers out there trying to twist our words and shit. You know, we're not allowing the carnality to overrule us. We're allowing the spirit to win. You know, because we're trying to do the same thing. Yahushua did. Yahushua be sin upon earth 100%. You know, we're to try to the best of our ability to do the same. Yeah, we're not gonna do it completely, you know, because we breaking the law and things like that. But we're trying to
be perfect. We're trying to follow the law, statutes, and commandments the best of our ability. All right, we got a constant fight with our flesh. All right, and you know, and the only way to overcome that is through these scriptures, being grounded in these scriptures. Okay, calling on the name. All right. Putting up these lessons, you know, prophesying, you know, going out and preaching, you know, fellowship with the brothers. Those are the things that's going to keep you in the spirit and help you fight it, fight your flesh.
Because that's what it's about. It's about not allowing the flesh to have victory over the spirit. You know, because if your flesh has victory over the spirit, you basically going to die. Because the scripts tell you the wages of sin are death. And if you're fulfilling the things of the flesh, you're fulfilling sin. You know, if you're fulfilling the things of the spirit, what's that? The Romans 8. It's like, I'm gonna just grab it real quick and read it, bro. There's Romans 8 and 5. It says, "For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace."
And living in the flesh, you know, we living in the flesh, but lusting after the flesh is being carnally minded. That's death. All right. So how bad do you want it? Do you want to tend to the things of the flesh, or you want to tend to the things of the spirit? All right? You got to put that old man away.
Come on, bro.
You know?
Because you can't have one foot in the world and one foot in the truth.
Nope.
The scripts talk about being lukewarm in Revelation. It says, because thou art neither cold nor hot, the Most High is going to spew out his mouth, right? So you can't have one foot in the world talking about, yeah, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, yeah, I go to camp. It was just an example of that.
Nigga in Baltimore.
Bro.
You smoking cigarettes and being a nigga and having music videos.
Dressing up as trannies.
Come on, man. you're gonna be revealed one way or another.
God, you can't be doing one thing in the world because that's putting on the double face. You know, that's betraying the Akim, and most importantly, that's betraying Yahweh Bashim Al Shai.
That's right.
You know, because he instilled the knowledge on you. You supposed to be serious about this.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take this as a joke.
Just as fast as he gave it to you, he can take it away just as faster, man.
Because you know what the script say: no man putting his hand to the plow, looking back, is fit for the kingdom. Mm-hmm. About the 7 demons clinging on you after you leave after the spirit leaves you. All these different precepts. You know, this isn't a joke. This isn't a game. You can't be just with the brothers fellowshipping with the brothers 2 days out of the week or whatever, a day out of the week going to camp. Then the rest of your week you smoking with niggas.
Put it like this, man. This truth could either have you save your life, have you receive salvation, or kill you.
Condemnation.
You know, it's your choice, man. All right, it's not really your choice. It's the Most High's choice. But while we here in this flesh, you know, you better do what you can to obtain salvation. All right, let me pull the next script. This is Matthew 7, and I'm starting at 13. Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. It
says, enter ye into the straight gate. That straight is STRAIT. You know, I mean, a level, an alley of difficulty. You know, so it says, enter ye into the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. You know, that's the gate that we not trying to go through. We're not trying to go through the wide and broad. Because that's the way the rest of the American people, that's the way everybody is going through except the men of the Lord.
God, that broad way is the easy way. Okay.
What seems pleasing to the flesh. That's the broad gate. You know, I feel like doing it because I can, because I feel like it. You know, not living according to wisdom, not walking according to wisdom. Keep going, bro.
And many there be which go in thereat.
You got the multitude going in through the easy way. Because Christianity was I was about to say Muslimanity. What you call it? Islam. All these different religions. That's going in through that wide gate.
You see everyone else in Christianity and Islam, and okay, let me do this. Let me join something. Mm-hmm. All right, but you see the men of the Lord out there prophesying on a corner, and you know what they saying is true, and you can somewhat see the prophecies. But you don't want to go over there because you don't want to wear a garment, or you don't want to be ridiculed, or people talk shit about you, or someone from your job may see you. Whatever excuse you got, all right. That's the broad gate, all right. You don't want to. You still care about what this world, you know, thinks about you, how this world feels about you. Mm-hmm. All right. You have to put that away when you come into this truth.
You got to think about it like this too. In order to receive salvation, wouldn't you have to work hard for it? You know, shouldn't it be something that's extremely hard to get, extremely hard to receive? We talking about eternal glory. We talking about a kingdom that's incorruptible. We talking about seats, spiritual power. We talking about heathen for thy inheritance. You know, but the rest of you people don't believe that. Yeah. You think it's the Lord gonna come back with regular, not even understanding that the clouds are talking about the chariots, but y'all say he come down with the clouds, not understanding what it is, and he gonna come back at the rapture. Then destruction, then you're going to be back on earth or whatever y'all say, some totally outlandish BS, butchering the scriptures. It's going to be hard. If all you got to do is believe, then you'll be, hella people will make it. Yeah. The scriptures say, show thy faith by thy works, right? So go ahead, bro.
And you were saying that is like, in the world, Jake, anything you want in the world, that's worth something, you're going to have to work hard for. Like Jake want to win a Super Bowl or NBA championship. Them Jakes work hard as hell for that. Jake wants to be the best performer or whatever. They work hard as hell. So how much harder you think you got to work for ultimate salvation in the kingdom of heaven? You got to work your ass off. This is probably the hardest job, but the easiest job. Okay. Because the minute the Lord, the Spirit's dealing with you, is easy. You know you're going to go through hardship, and you're going to go through shit and get your hands dirty, but the reward is well worth it. All right? You know, this ain't we know we're going to get our hands dirty. We, you know, like, I think you said, we're doing the dirty work for the Most High, man. Yeah. We going out there in the grimy neighborhoods, dealing with the elements and the weather and stuff. All right.
I believe that Elder Yeshua said it. This is the dirtiest job. You know, because we're trying to clean the filth off of our people taking the blindness off of our people through the spirit and power of our Lord and Savior. That's a dirty job. We got to be in the midst of all you niggas, 2/3 heathens, in order to save a remnant. Bro, that's a dirty job.
We got to deal, say it's one elect out here. So we got to deal with all these grimy ass niggas that's coming up to the camp and scoffing and talking shit and all of this for that one elect, but we willing to do it. All right, we willing to put our lives on the line for this truth and for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, are the rest of you out there willing to do it? Like the title of this video, how bad do you want it? All right, will you get your hands dirty for Yahweh Shem Yahushua? All right, let me finish reading it. This is back in Matthew 7, and I was at 14. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way that leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
Because it's a hard path, The brother said, the apostles even bring it up. The truth is hard, but it's easy, because what does the Most High require of you? To read, to do lessons, to go out on highways and hedges, to fellowship, and it's a couple other things, But that's what we have to do. But what we understand that we getting attacked by demons. Demons is gonna hit you harder once you realize that you're an Israelite. Once you realize that you so like you're not even realizing that you're Israelite, but taking the responsibility of preaching, to everyone, because we have to preach unto all nations, So demons gonna attack you. It's you will never, if you're not in the truth and you watching or you on the fence, you'll never ever go through anything harder in your life than being in the truth. You get tested.
Yeah. Ain't no boot camp that Esau can put you through is going to be more harder than this. And we ain't even at the hard part yet. The hard part is coming, man. And that's why we do what we doing right now, man. So it won't come as, it won't, hit us like a Mack truck, like a thief in the night, like the Lord is coming. All right, when we see these prophecies coming to pass, we already know what time it is. Okay, famine of the word, the pestilence is coming, the famine. Oh, what's that knocking at the door? Also, martial law troops. Okay, we already ready. We already know what time it is. But you niggas that ain't ready, y'all gonna bug out, man. Y'all gonna be trying to fight, in the street with Esau. We ain't fighting with no 2/3 niggas in the street. All right, for no niggas that got gunned down or none of that nonsense.
This once you become a man in the truth, you're gonna get tested. The things that you encounter, spiritually, physically, and mentally, is gonna be the hardest battle you ever have to fight. It's extremely difficult, But are you gonna break?
Yeah.
If you want salvation, you ain't gonna break. You ain't gonna move. You gonna have to roll with the punches because you gonna get hit.
Yeah.
You gonna get hit. You gonna get tested like you ain't never been tested. Brothers got many testimonies. The Lord didn't damn near kill brothers in order for them to wake up. Yeah. He didn't took family members from brothers. He didn't took brothers away from homes. He didn't made brothers homeless. He didn't did all this. But them same men are still in the truth.
Them same men are still walking that straight gate, like the scripture we just read previous, man.
And it's about how bad you want it. Now with that, we're going to go into 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 4:11. Even unto this present hour we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place. And labor, working with our own hands, being reviled, we bless. Being persecuted, we suffer.
So we haven't begun to be persecuted. You got James White saying that we worse than the KKK. Wait till that shit's on CNN. All right, wait till that's on Fox News. They're talking about the Hebrew Israelites in your local city are worse than the KKK. That's coming.
And showing your faces.
Yeah, showing your face on TV. All right? That's what we signed up for. And you niggas that's on the fence, now Salak, you Akim that's on the fence about this, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want the kingdom of heaven? All right? Because we got to go through this. The Lord said in Revelation 2, some of you will be thrown in jail 10 days. And that's not talking about 10 days literally. We may be thrown in a concentration camp or in jail for 6 months to a year. Who knows? All right? For this truth. But that's what that's what we're willing to do. Being reviled by the rest of this wicked ass world.
It says, being reviled, we bless it. Being persecuted, we suffer. Being defamed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world, and are the offscouring of all things unto this day. I write not these things to shame you, but as my beloved sons, I warn you. And that's exactly what it is. He's not writing these things to shame us, be like, oh, put you in a woe is me spirit, but he's writing these things to warn you. These are going to happen once you become a member of the fold, once you become a member of the body. Yep. Expect persecution. You gotta remember that this world is ruled by left-hand wickedness.
Yeah.
You know? So the righteousness of Yahweh Shem Shah gotta punch through that.
You can't just have this knowledge and say, okay, yeah, I'm an Israelite, I know the breakdown of this, this, and this, and just sit at home and think it's be cool. You gotta teach.
The elder brother from Mississippi, he did a beautiful live stream on it. He said, you ain't in this truth until you start teaching.
Yep,
That's what it is. You can't say you a man of the Lord until you bidding into the marriage. You know, until you studying and going out on highways and hedges and showing forth the knowledge that Yahweh Shai gave you. You know, you can't call yourself a man of the Lord until that happens.
You gotta let that light shine.
You got to let your light shine so before men.
Yep.
You know, you got to. That's part of this. If your face is not out there, you're not a man of the Lord.
No, man, you can't be hiding. You can't be hiding by behind the keyboard the rest of your life, man. You know, because by the time you show your face, it's too late.
Because we don't need cheerleaders. The apostles bring that out. We don't need cheerleaders. We need players on this team.
Yep.
The more brothers that wake up, the more elect slack it. The more elect men that wake up, when the elect is sealed, the rest is just coming. You know, the end times will speed up. The scripts say the days are shortened for the elect's sake, right?
The harvest is ripe.
Exactly. So once that harvest is ripe, Yahweh Shai is about to pick them grapes and the wine about to be pressed.
Yep.
You know?
Let me pull this next This is Mark chapter 13 and 13. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
Yep.
But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
It says shall start it over from me, bro. It said, ye shall be
hated of all men for my name's sake.
It said, ye shall be hated for all men for my name's sake. You know, just one testimony, you could filter so many people away from you just by saying Lord willing. I know that might sound crazy, but just by saying Lord willing, some Jake, they be like, oh man, you coming out with us in a week or so? You coming out with us on Friday? You say Lord willing, I'm able to make it or something like that. Jacob, stop fucking with you.
Yeah.
Cause they're like, oh, this nigga,
he's all into the Lord and the Bible and stuff, and
that men will hate you because the light.
Yep.
Cause what does the script say? Because their deeds will be shown as evil. Men loving darkness rather than light, because their deeds will be reproved as evil. That's exactly what it is. So you just examining, and that's not even examining a bunch. That's just saying, because the scripts tell us to say Lord willing.
Yep.
You know, just these little things, we're gonna be hated for it. Telling people, we hate that homosexual stuff. Yeah. Lesbians too.
Yep.
Because you know Jake could try to bring up, how you gonna say you hate homosexuals, but you like when a woman do it? No, the fuck we don't.
Hell no.
We hate that equally.
All that shit's wicked.
All of it. We hate pedophiles. Yep. We hate people that deal with bestiality. We hate all manners of wickedness, as the scripts say. Everything the Lord say, we hate it. It ain't no exceptions to nothing. If your family member one, we hate them too.
That's being about our Father's business. What he hates, we hate.
We don't spare no feelings, cause what? Cause you want to partake in something wicked. So this why the world's gonna hate us.
It says Isaiah 58, lift thy voice like a trumpet.
Cry loud, spare not.
Spare not.
Spare not their feelings.
Spare not your feelings or what you think or how you feel. And that's why we're gonna be hated. These guys is heartless. These guys, how could they say that about, how could they say that about someone, how could they just cuss people out in the street? And man,
y'all on a wicked vibration. Y'all understand that the Satan got y'all minds wrapped up in a wicked frequency. Yep. You know, the Most High has shined the light upon us, and through His Spirit and His power, the old man has been put off on us. So now we see. Now we see all the BS that's happening.
Our eyes been opened up, man. We see it all, man.
Come on, bro.
We see, man. It's wickedness in everything in America, man. Everything you see, man. You got the next script.
This is 1 John 2:15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. For if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
So if you love this world, you know, loving to, you know, basically just be a nigga, love to pop other women's wives, like other men's wives, to, you know, eat abominable foods. You can't put away the simplest things. You love this world. You love the lust of this world. You love, you know, the things that this world, you know, brings you, the rewards, the benefits that this world gives you. If you love that, the love of the Father's not there. You don't love Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Con, if you can't, feel like you, bro. If you can't put that pork chop down, if you can't put that blunt down, you're done, man. You tell me you can't do that for the Heavenly Father? You can't put a blunt down. You can't stop smoking. Can't stop eating a shrimp.
Yeah. And it's for your benefit. All of the things that was written in the scriptures are for our benefit. The Israelites only. Okay? Not all the other. The heathens could drink and smoke and do all the wickedness they want. This is mainly for Israel and the elect. All right? Mainly the elect. Salah. All right? And the 1/3. This ain't for you niggas, man.
If you can't do those little things, that show you how weak of a man you are too. You telling me you can't stop, you can't improve your diet?
Yeah.
Because everything that you eating is killing you anyways.
Yep.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, gout, heart disease.
Yep.
All these different...
All kind of cancers, man. Jay got from colon cancer to pancreatic cancer, you know, and all that stuff the majority of that stuff comes from your diet. Or smoking and drinking in excess.
This is 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
And everything that he just named, pride of the lust of the eyes, you know, pride of the heart. Those are all things for people in the world. All right, man, America, our people are taking on the characteristics of America, being proud, man, and that's of the world, you know. We proud in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We boast in the scriptures, but we don't boast of ourselves. All right.
The scripture say our righteousness is as filthy rags. This we got a couple more pre's and then we gotta grab Romans 13 and it's like Romans 12 and 10 and 12. I mean Romans 12, 11 and 12.
This is Romans 12 and 11.
Because this is ultimately for those that want to obtain salvation, you know. Because these are how your acts and showing the Most High that you want this, you know, that you sincere, that you want to be diligent, that you trust in the process that he's putting you through, you know.
Verse 11, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord.
Because this is what we're supposed to be doing. We're not supposed to be slothful in business, being idle, being an unprofitable servant. Because if you're unprofitable, we just spoke about the lukewarm. The Most High is going to snatch the spirit from you. As in the parable of the talents. The man with 5 flipped his, doubled it. The man with 3 flipped his, doubled it. The man with 1 put his in a napkin. Basically, he was like, he basically seen the men that had more and was like, if I can't get as many as them, then how am I supposed to do it, right? No, you're supposed to flip what the Lord gave you. Whatever breakdown that the Lord allows you to perceive through the Spirit, don't allow it to be something off. Because every man is going to have different, different levels in this truth. You know?
The Lord may have you just be, you know, help to the brothers, but, you know, the Lord knows your spirit is sincere and, you know, the Lord have salvation on you. You may not be on the level of a elder or apostle or the head of your camp, but the Lord sees you putting forth and he sees your faith. The Lord will have salvation on you. Not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord.
Diligent in spirit, serving the Lord.
Rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer.
It says rejoicing in hope. Why? Because we're prisoners of hope. You know, hope is what we have. Hope and faith. It says patient in tribulation because you're gonna go through hell in the truth. You know, nothing like ever be in the world. You're gonna go through tribulation in the truth. But it's all to make you a better man. He said that the men he's gonna try them as gold is tried, right? So that's exactly what he's doing. This is a true trial of your faith. He's gonna push you to your limit and he's gonna push you to your breaking point. It's a saying in the world: pressure makes diamonds, but pressure also busts pipes. You know. And this is ultimately on what Yahweh Shema Shai allows you to if he allows you to pull through or break. But you gotta pray for a stronger spirit in those times. That's Satan. You know, you gotta pray for a stronger spirit in those times. So continuing in instant prayer, because that's how you fight. You can't physically fight a demon. You gotta spiritually battle that demon. You gotta pray that demon off, fast that demon off, get him off. However, the spirit allows it to happen. You know.
Ephesians 6.
Yeah. It says having the breastplate, the helmet of salvation. You know, the armor. You can't have no kinks in it. Everything got to be sealed up tight. And 13 and I can read this, bro. This 13 and 11.
Okay, Romans.
This is Romans 13 and 11. And you got
I got a pre-con.
Go ahead and bring that pre-out.
This is Hebrews 6 and 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
He said he's not unrighteous to forget the promises, basically. You know, everything that he set forth, everything that he said you would have, if you're of that number, he's going to come through. He the clutchest man ever. You know, in the moment you seem, or in the moment you feel like you hopeless, the Most High, because you gon' feel it. You know, even your faith is supposed to be strong. It's supposed to be always strong. In the times to come, you're going to be like, damn. You're going to be thinking. But don't let that doubt, how can I say, don't let that doubt overtake you.
Yeah.
You know? Because it says the Most High is basically going. Can you read that again, Bubba?
For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love.
He's not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. Everything that you put in, if you're enduring unto the end, he's not going to forget that.
Yep.
You know, he remembers the servants that worked for him. He remembers those same men that were calling upon his name when they weren't in need of trouble. I mean, when they were in need of help. Or when they were just calling on him just to call upon him, thanking him. He remembers that. You know, he's not going to forget those same servants that were faithful. You know, he's not going to forget to feed you in the time of famine.
Yep.
He's not going to forget to allow you to have allow you to have water in the time of thirst. You know,
he's going to remember all your works and whether he's going to remember whether you were sincere or not. Also, all right. So, you know, put forth all you can in this truth and labor, and continue to push this word, because the Most High, he's keeping tabs of everything, man. He's keeping tabs of, you know, the good you do as well as the bad. All right. And we know before coming into this truth that we want shit in the world. So we got, you know, we're trying to make up as much ground as we can. All right. So, you know, while we here, we're going to continue to push and give it all. All right. Like the title says, man, how bad do you want it? You know, how bad do you want salvation? How bad do you want the Yahweh Shai to bring you forth in front of the Most High and say, you know, how's it going, Revelations? You know, basically, you know, present us to the Heaven's Family Father, that, you know, these are the men that that labor for me, labor in the truth, you know. Dang, I can't think of how it goes, but you know what I mean. I think it's just read what you got.
This was the closing. You want to try to find that? If you can't find it, then just go into the closing. You talking about being made white?
Yep. I think it's and he said, let me see. Okay, This is Revelation 7:14. And I said,
I was right there, bro.
I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said unto me, These are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Therefore are they before the throne of the Most High, and serve him day and night in his temple. And he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them.
It says, these are they which came out of the great tribulation. Talking about the elect men. These are them. These are the men that stayed faithful. These are the men that worked. You know, these are the men that pushed when all odds were against them. You know, I stood up for them. That's what Yahweh shall be saying. He stood up for us in the times. But yeah, that's what he's saying. He stood up for us in the times, and we continue to believe in him and pushed. Despite what the masses said, despite what the people in the broad gate was saying. And this is going to be the closing. This is Romans 13:11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Yep, and it's that high time to wake out of sleep because, man, Jake, your time is running out, man. You know, get into this truth. You know, find out about your true heritage. You know, and your true power in the name. All right, these things you better find these things before you can't be found anymore. The famine of the word is quickly approaching. All right, so these videos going up, all these videos going to be taken down. The internet is going to be shut down, and you Jake's going to be looking for answers, and you're not going to be in your church, and your church and your U.S. government is not going to have the answers for you, and the men that can give you those answers are going to be long gone off the streets. All right, in safety. All right, you want to say?
And that's the lesson. How bad do you want it? You know, it's a matter of literally how bad do you want it? Are you going to do whatever it takes in order to fulfill the seed of salvation? You know, are you going to do whatever it takes despite what the opposing side says? Are you going to break? You know, ultimately it's up how strong your faith is and how diligent you are through the spirit of Yahweh, but it's about how bad do you want it? Are you going to push so that he don't see you as an unprofitable servant? Or are you going to just be idle and be like, well, I'll do a lesson later and never get to it? Because if you're thinking like that, you're allowing them demons to seep in your mind to try to break your spirit.
Well, I know I'm an Israelite.
Yeah.
And that's it. That ain't enough.
It's not. Knowing isn't enough. You got to work. If you're not working for him when it's not hell, he ain't going to work for you when hell is here.
Yep. That's right.
That's exactly what it is.
You gotta give all you got so he can give you some. You know, but
yeah, I'm gonna read down and then we can close out.
All right,
It says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. So fight the battle. Beat the flesh. Don't allow your flesh to win.
And all that rioting, drunkenness, wantonness, that's the world. Put that away.
Just like that old man.
Yeah.
Burn that old nigga. Because if he come back, hey, we know about what the script said about that. You don't want that old man to pop back up. Because if he popping back up, that means he's taking you out of the truth. Kill that nigga. Make sure he's long gone. Burn him. You should be ashamed that you were him. You know, even if you look at, man.
I even look at it. I can't even look at an old picture of myself, bro, because I be thinking like, what the hell was I thinking, man? Bro. I was lost. You know, but you know, the water Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah, for real. Come on, you want to close, bro?
With that said, man, we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Harakakadash, that will honor the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the hopeful elect throughout the four winds of the world, prophesying and laboring in this truth, and all truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.